And the New York Knicks control the tap. For 3. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Simmons with him. He'll run the offense. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knicks with the basketball. For 3. Tough shot. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Deep 2 there. Won't go.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Oh, he got a piece of it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Got to the rim but couldn't finish. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ballgame.
Slams it down.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. It remains Sixers basketball. The drive, right to the basket. Jimmy Butler, 2 for 3 now here in the first. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Redick with it. Leads 4. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Fires the 3. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up. Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. First try at the line, no good. No good on the first, no good on the second. 0 for 2. Ben Simmons with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
J.J. Redick missed his first. That one goes.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Here's a chance from long range. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Could not throw it down. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. And finishes strong.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. The monster stuff. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Knocked loose. Knicks have it. Now a steal by Philly. To Tobias Harris. Easy path to the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Smith now into the front court. 14-10 to score. Good contest. No dice for Trier. Harris. Knicks come away with it. To Alonzo Trier. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Redick, his first effort, off the mark. Joel Embiid, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Can't go down. Smothering defense. Into the front court comes Simmons. They lead it. 4-point game. New York Knicks basketball. Ben Simmons sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Redick, it's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
I hear so many players talk about, oh, my skill set is this or my skill set is that. How about your skill set is your effort on the defensive end? That's something we don't talk about as much as we need to.
Knicks have it. Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Taken by the Sixers. Oh, Ben Simmons. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. We'll debate that one later.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It'll stay New York basketball. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Smith. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Not that time.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Butler into the front court. Up 6. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out. Another follow, no good. Another follow, still no good. Jimmy Butler, he's 3 for 7.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit. McConnell. Nice pass to set things up. Slam dunk. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second of 3, no good. Knicks have it. To Kevin Knox. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. Embiid passed it off in the slam.
I see the easy dunk, But what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Smith with it up top. They find themselves down 10. Working hard on the glass. Joel Embiid pins it. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Smith. Ntilikina with a shot, no good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
To Butler. DeAndre Jordan swats it. Knocked loose. Great hustle. That's what you like to see. Shot by Smith off the mark. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Smith to Ntilikina. Fires the three. Jay, they've been waiting for that to go down, but here they are trying to chip away and cut into this margin.
And there's nothing more frustrating as a shooter to get open looks and not see the ball go in. But if they do, that could be the start of a problem.
Count the basket at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Knocked loose. Knicks have it. No, I missed a short one there. Knocked loose. McConnell. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Frank Ntilikina. So possession stays with Philadelphia. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Knicks come away with it. Second effort. Has a look. Not that time. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he makes them both. Now pass stolen by the Sixers. To Butler. A big finish at the rim. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Sixers control it. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. Smith. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Turns and slams it down.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Smith with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. To McConnell. Off the assist.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Butler to bring it up. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Knocked loose. Draws the contact. And Jordan will go to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
DeAndre Jordan at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Missed the second one as well. Philadelphia with the basketball. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. And they'll go to the hack-a-Jordan strategy and send DeAndre to the line.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
Misses the first. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Butler into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This comes down to great execution both on the offensive and defensive end of the floor. Let's see if they can carry this into the second quarter.
Lets it fly from long range.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw. And he hits this. Hits all 3 free throws. Desperation shot here from half court. That's the end of one here in game number 3. We're back with more after this. You're watching the Eastern Conference Finals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Sixers have the basketball. Butler. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Beyond the arc for 3. First one goes down. Second of 3 is good. Almost. And a putback slam.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungrier.
Butler to bring it up. Leads 3. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Strong finish that time from Emmanuel Mudiay.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some easy dunk, some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game. Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Add 2 points to the board.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knocked loose. And scores. Strong take.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And scores.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
from long range. No good. That's great defense. Knicks have it. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Butler. Knocked loose. Knicks come away with it. Ah, rocking the rim.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Smith with the basketball. Down by one. Oh, errant pass as it's taken away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Trying to cash in, knocked loose. Knicks have it. From the painted area, won't go down. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. The follow won't go either. McConnell. It goes down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
4-3. Off the mark. No good. Smith with it up top. Down a point. Knicks come away with it. To Moutier. Good look that time, but off the mark. Driving right to the basket. He was smothered and still gets it to go down. Bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Has a chance. The rebound taken down by the Sixers. It's a big finish.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay. But you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Has a look. Off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Got it.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
For three. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Moutier. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Butler to McConnell. And they retain the possession. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Butler. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop. Moutier with it up top. Down 5. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Butler into the front court. They trail by 1. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Smith now won't go down. It's in the hands of Philadelphia and breaks it up. Sixers have it. Mitchell Robinson.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. Knocked loose. Knicks have it. Fires the 3. Misfires. It's no good. Butler to bring it up. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It remains Sixers basketball. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Shifting gears, here come some substitutions.
He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Time for some new personnel into the game. Harris. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Here's a chance from long range. Count it. Three-pointer is good.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Kevin Knox. Almost unlucky bounce. Here's Simmons with it up top. 5-point game. Going to launch beyond the arc. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Butler into the front court. He'll run the offense. Knocked loose. Simmons. Nice pass to set things up.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25-plus assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Simmons, nice pass to set things up. Tobias Harris above the rim.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Simmons to Tobias Harris. Trying to cash in. Open look, and he